Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today's video is a very exciting one because I'm going to be doing what's inside my makeup bag. The reason that I'm doing this video is because I've been living outside of this makeup bag for a good month and a half, and I want to share what I'm obsessed with and what I recommend to you guys if you're new at makeup or want some good makeup recommendations. I'm going to show you everything that I use every single day. Let's go. And before anyone asks, I got this makeup bag from Amazon. It comes with a little pouch as well. If you guys want the code, I can link it to you in the comment section below. Let's start showing off my beautiful makeup bag. The top part of this section has all my brushes, and let's go through everything that I'm obsessed with. All right, so I'm not gonna go in any particular order. I'm just gonna pull stuff out and show you everything that I have in my makeup bag that I use every single day. Let's start off with the first one, which is the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions palette. This is number 3. It's a matte palette. If you are after a good eyeshadow palette that's matte that you can use for every single day, I highly recommend the Patrick Ta palette because this eyeshadow palette is just honestly so beautiful. It's very high quality. The pigments are very buttery and smooth. It's not chalky at all, and you can use this for every single day. It's nice and neutral, so I'm definitely obsessed with this and I use it every single day. The next item is also another eyeshadow palette, but this one is the Urban Decay Moondust. The reason why I'm so obsessed with this is because if I don't want a complete matte look, I use this little palette, and it basically has 4 of the most popular glitter shadows that Urban Decay has, including Space Cowboy. So I feel like if you don't want to spend $42 individually on Space Cowboy, if you get this little palette, you get 4 different shades and it just sets beautifully. And that is currently what I have on my eyelids. It's Wild Dipper, including this palette. So this combination, so good. All right, I've got one more palette left in here, and this is the Hourglass Leopard palette. I've also got the Evil Eye palette. I'm obsessed with Hourglass palettes, especially their holiday editions. If you haven't purchased one before, I highly recommend you get these. They are the best, but it basically comes with a bronzer, a highlighter, a setting powder, and 3 blushes. This is honestly so good. I've had this for over a year now and I have yet to hit pan, and I'm telling you, I use it almost every single day. It's so good if you're traveling. It's so good if you're starting out on how to use makeup and stuff because it's got basically everything you need in there. I love this palette. It's very high quality, but it's definitely worth the money. I also want to say that this is not all high-end products. I've got a lot of drugstore products that I love as well, so this will cater to everyone's pockets. All right, now that the palettes are done, let's go in with foundation. The first foundation that I've been so obsessed with that I basically use every single day is the It CC cream. This is in the matte formula. I've used the normal formula as well. I love it. If you're after something natural, this is very, very good. Obsessed with it. But on the days that I want more of a fuller coverage but still want to feel like my skin, you guys know me, I'm so obsessed with the Maybelline Skin Tint. This is like one of my favorite foundations. It's so affordable. It's so good. This basically works on any skin type that you have. I love it. I'm obsessed. So if you haven't tried this out, I highly recommend. This is basically the only foundation you need. It's very watery. It's runny, so it's not thick, but it's got good coverage and it just lasts the whole day really nicely. This is what I have on my skin today. All right, let's move on to concealers. I'm gonna pull a couple out. The first, you guys know, is my Ride or Die, and it is, if I can pull her out, the Tarte Tape Shape. I love Tarte Shape Tape so much. I've been using this for over 10 years and I will never use, that's a lie, I have used other concealers, but I always go back to this one. If you want one concealer, this one. This lasts all day. It doesn't crease. It doesn't matter how many fine lines you have underneath your eyes. This stuff won't budge. This is the best concealer ever. The shade range is amazing. Definitely check them out because they are the best. A new concealer I got recently, because it is eco-friendly and clean, is Tower 28 Concealer. Do I love this? Yes, I do love this. It's a serum concealer. It's very good. It's a lightweight for every day if you don't want full coverage, but this does crease, so you need to set this. Now, once it's set, it doesn't crease, but you can't use this alone because this creases, but it's very good. So I also wanted to add that because I've been using it for the past week and I actually really do like this. Last one is also a concealer, but it's a pot concealer. I do not use this underneath my eyes. It's the NARS concealer. I use this to spot blemish or carve out my eyebrows or use it to set my eyeshadows before I put my eyeshadow on, sorry. But yeah, this is a nice little pot concealer if you guys are after one to cover blemishes or like to use as a primer for your eyelids. This one's really good. You actually don't really need this because a concealer can do the same job, but I do like this and I do reach for it quite a lot. Let's move on to powders. Now, my favorite powder to set underneath my eyes, you guys know it's an OG. Everyone loves her. It is the Huda Beauty powder. I use the shade Pound Cake. I've used 3 other shades and I've realized this is the best one for my skin. It's nice and brightening. I have used other other setting powders before, but I keep reaching back to hers because it's so good. Now, if you do have dry skin, I don't recommend you bake. What I like to do is get a powder puff, set underneath my eyes, and swipe off straight away. This stuff is amazing. I only use it underneath my eyes to set my concealer, but she is so good. If you're after a setting powder, this one is one of the best setting powders. Laura Mercier also does some amazing setting powders, but this one is the one I always go back to and repurchase. Now, for a powder to set your whole face, Kosas is my go-to. She is yucca-friendly, talc-free, so amazing for your skin. It's the Cloud Set, and I get the shade Comfy, but this is one of the best powders. I've actually broken mine, but I've gone through like 5 or 6 of these. Obsessed with this. It is so freaking good. So if you want a powder to set your face, I highly recommend these Kosas powders. Let's go through with bronzer. My favorite cream bronzer that I own is the Charlotte Tilbury. I've used a lot of cream bronzers, and I'm not a big fan of cream bronzers because I'm an oily skin gal and I actually don't have time to do cream and powders, so I usually just jump to powders. But if you were to get a good cream bronzer that's suitable for all skin types, the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzers are amazing. It comes in this big pan. This is in the shade, if I can find it, medium 2. So it's honestly so beautiful. So if you're after a good cream bronzer, I honestly love this one. Now for the best bronzing powder, MAC Give Me Sun is always going to be one of my favorites. This is the best bronzer ever. I'm not going to try any other bronzers. I don't really care for any bronzers because this is the best. I always have it on my face. This is the only bronzer I'll use. I also do like the one in the Hourglass, but if I had to pick up one bronzer, MAC Give Me Sun gives you such a beautiful glow, such a beautiful, just healthy look in general. It doesn't have any glitter, so it is matte, but it's just a nice warm bronzer. So it's not ashy, it's more on the warm side, but you will honestly love this. I also want to mention on the days that I'm lazy, I put this all over my face, I put it on my eyelids, I use it for everything. All right, blush time. And I'm only going to talk about one blush that I have been so obsessed with and I've been using for the past year. It's the RMS blushes. Blush is literally the first thing that fades away on your skin. You can put it on as much as you want, but after a couple of hours, it just disappears. I don't know why. This one does not. RMS blushes are so amazing. I have so many shades, but this is one of my favorites. It is in Bermuda Rose. This is the most beautiful Frenchy rose color. I don't know how to explain it. It's just amazing. Her blushes are so freaking good. If you want one blush, try the RMS blushes. They're amazing. I also have another blush in here that I've been trying out recently. It's the Kosas blushes. This is actually really good as well. Something similar to this, I didn't realize. This is why I love the Kosas one. It's a baked blush formula, so they do last very long. This is in the shade Hype. It's a petal poppy pink. The one problem I have with Kosas is the packaging is very hard to open. This is what it looks like. Absolutely beautiful. So if you want to try out Kosas blushes, I do recommend these. But you know me, I also love my Hourglass blushes. So if you do want to just get one thing, you can definitely get the Hourglass palettes, and they come with a good bronzer, good blushes and highlighters. Again, if you're on a budget, I would get this. Right, let's go through and talk about eyeliners. You guys know I love my eyeliner. I do thin liners, thick liners. I always have eyeliner on. And my favorite eyeliners to use are... I love the Maybelline ones as well, but I don't have any Maybelline ones in here. I have the Fenty ones that I've been so obsessed with, and this is in black and brown. So I've got 2 shades, a black for when I'm feeling feisty and a brown when I want to be more neutral and, you know, not too obvious. So these Fenty eyeliners are amazing, must have. I've had these in my collection for such a long time and I'm still running full on them, so very good quality. The next one that I really like is actually an eyebrow pen, but it's from NYX and it is in the shade Espresso. I use this for my eyeliner and my eyebrows. So this is one product that I cannot live without. So on the days that I want nice natural eyeliner, I use this. It's like an espresso dark shade. I use this on my eyes, and I also use it to draw little hair-like strokes on my eyebrows, and then I just set it with some gel. So this for your eyes and eyebrows is basically all I use. All right, let's go in with my favorite eyebrow gels. I have 2 that I love dearly. The first one is the Rare Beauty Eyebrow Gel. I love this stuff. It puts your eyebrow hairs in place. It doesn't make it white flaky. It doesn't have the strongest hold, but it's got a good amount of hold where your eyebrows don't feel hard and crunchy. This is what it looks like. I'm obsessed with this one. And it's got a decent amount of size of products, so love this. The next one I also love is the Mecca Max Brow Guru. This stuff's really good. It makes your eyebrows hard and crunchy, not white or flaky, just hard and crunchy a little bit. It's a very good eyebrow gel, different texture, but very, very good as well. Right, mascara time. There is one brand that I'm so obsessed with. It is Maybelline. I love all Maybelline mascaras. They are so good. They're so affordable, but especially the Lash Sensation is one of my favorite. Waterproof or not waterproof, I'm obsessed with it. Now, the second best mascara that I've been so obsessed with that I have on my eyes is the Huda Beauty One Coat Wow. This mascara is so good. It's not clumpy. It's got good volume and good length. I'm obsessed with this one so much. I love her so much. I will be repurchasing definitely. It's one of my favorites. We are at our final stage, and that is lips. I'm going to show you one of my favorite lip liners, and it is so affordable. It is the Revlon Color Stay lip liners, guys. I think these are like $6, $8, but the shade Mauve and Nude are my favorite. If you guys are after affordable lip liner that lasts the whole day, these two lip liners I can literally not live without. I've got other high-end lip liners that I love, like the Makeup Forever ones. I love Wherever Walnut and Anywhere Caffeine. I love these two. But if I had to pick between the Revlon ones and these ones, Revlon. So just to show you that sometimes drugstore can be better than high-end. Let's talk about lipstick, and one of my favorite lipstick brands is a Korean brand, and it's called Rom and End. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but if you want the name, I can link it in the comment section. And I'm obsessed with shade 5, which is Nougat Sand, and number 7, Mauve Whip. These are honestly such beautiful lipsticks. They've got a nice shiny glow to them, but I love using this when I've put my lip line on. These are Korean, and they are honestly so amazing and very, very affordable. I think these are around $10. So if I had to pick one lipstick, this would be it. It is now gloss time, and two of my favorite lip glosses that I've been using non-stop is the Kosas Lip Oil in Wet. This I love so much. It's in the shade Unbuttoned. This smells so amazing. It reminds me of MAC lipstick smell. Like if you have any MAC lipsticks, you know that this smells like the MAC lipsticks. But I love the formula. I love how thin it is. It's not sticky at all. One of my favorite lip glosses. I also love the Tarte Lip Plump Juicy lipsticks. Is it a lipstick or a lip gloss? It honestly looks like a lip gloss on my lips. I have it on right now, which I absolutely love, and my shade that I'm obsessed with is Primrose. So I love putting lip liner on and putting some of this on, and it honestly just looks so amazing. It has a minty tingling feeling, but it's nothing that burns your lips. Another one that I also love, it's just a last minute thing that I'm going to share with you guys, is the Fenty lipsticks. This is in the shade Is It Fussy. This is honestly so beautiful. It's shiny. It's not a matte formula, but it honestly looks like lip gloss on your lips, but in a lipstick version. Anyway, that's all for my lips. As you guys know, I didn't recommend any primers because I don't use primers. I don't like primers. I don't like the silicone in them. But the one thing I use before putting on my makeup, I know it's kind of like skincare, but to me it's a primer, is the Glow Recipe Pore Tight Toner. I use this before I put my foundation on, and I feel like it makes my makeup last the whole day. So if you're after something that's a toner, good skincare, but can also be a primer, I highly recommend this before you put your makeup on. Now for setting sprays, I am only going to be recommending two that I absolutely love. It's not going to be Charlotte Tilbury because honestly it makes my foundation go funny. It literally makes my foundation go crackly and funny, and I do not like it. But my favorite setting sprays are the One Size One. I always keep a mini on me, and the Urban Decay All Nighter one in the matte or the normal version. It doesn't matter. These two together, this will last you. Like your makeup will last you the whole day. So if you're after good setting sprays, I highly recommend these two. All right, let's move on to tools. Let's talk about eyelash curlers. Now, my favorite eyelash curler is the Shiseido one. The mouth of it's a bit small, so if you want something a bit bigger, I also recommend the Kevin Aquan ones. They are also amazing, but invest in a good eyelash curler. It makes such a big difference. And this kit wouldn't be complete if I didn't talk about my favorite makeup brushes that I use to apply all my makeup. So I'm going to tell you guys two of my favorite brands of brushes that I highly recommend, and they're very, very affordable. The first one is the Morphe Charcoal range. I've made a video about these before, of me trying them, testing them, reviewing them. They're honestly the best. They're still one of my favorites. So if you want an affordable kit of brushes, the Morphe Charcoal range in the face and eye set I use so much. They're honestly the best. If you want just one brand of brush and you want to stick to that, I highly recommend this one. Now another brand that I'm so obsessed with, I buy it off Amazon, but it is basically the brand Bella You. I don't know this brand too well, but I'm so obsessed with their brushes, and I've bought a whole bunch of them. They're very affordable, but she has so many good brushes. They held up so well when I washed them, and they're just so good. I always reach for these as well alongside the Morphe ones, but if you want the link to these brushes, I can let you know in the comment section below. Now I do have some high-end brushes that I really love. It's the Hourglass foundation brush and concealer brush. I love these a lot. Do I reach for them the most? No, I actually reach for the Morphe ones and the Bella You ones more. So I highly recommend them if you're out to get some good brushes. Another thing I can't live without, guys, is my powder puffs. I use this to set underneath my eyes with my Huda Beauty powder, any powder that you want. So definitely get some powder puffs. They're so affordable. You can get like a pack for $2 on Temu. Guys, that is everything in my makeup bag. I really wanted to make this video for you guys because I realized I've been living out of this bag for a good month and a half and I can't live without these products. Everything that I've shown you in this video is paid for by my own money. I've got none of this stuff for free, unfortunately. I wish I did, but yes, I paid for everything on my own and I wanted to share them with you guys because if you want to start out with makeup and you're a beginner or you just want some good recommendations and products for makeup, these are all the things I love. These are all the things I'm obsessed with and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? We are so close to 1,000 subscribers and I'm so happy for all you guys. I love all the comments that you send me, all the emails that you send me to. I am so grateful for you guys. I hope you guys had a good start to 2025 because this is my first 2025 video. So I hope you guys had a good start and I can't wait to make more videos for you guys. If you have any video suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And if you have any questions regarding any of these makeup products that I've shown you, please let me know. Love you guys and bye.